alligators. But not only are we the alligator capital of the world, we're also the oldest theme park right here in Central Florida. We first opened up, kind of confused a lot of people. Not too many people stopped in the place because they thought we were a school or like a government-run facility. So to change that, we changed our name to our second name, which was Snake Village. Now you might be able to guess why Snake Village didn't work out. That name had a tendency just to scare people away. A lot of people being scared of snakes would take one peek at the sign, Snake Village, and then they would step on the ones that had the bark worn off. If you got a squatch call, give it a shot. If it works, we'll see Bigfoot. And if it doesn't, well, you might be put on YouTube for making funny noises. Now, off on the right, saltwater crocodiles, or salties. Looks like big guy Morton is just beneath the water there. You can kind of make him out. We also got Sheila up on the bank. These are the crocodiles that made the legendary Steve Irwin so famous. Crocodile hunter. They do come from northern Australia and Southeast Asia, but they do live up to the saltwater name as well, often found in the wide open ocean. Now the second pond is home to 2 American crocodiles. One's hanging out right underneath the airplane right now. But that area is also home to one 68-year-old American alligator. His name's Pops. Pops was actually in the movie Lake Placid.
Wow.
And we do also have those American crocodiles in the wild here in the state of Florida. Down towards the southern tip, along the Everglades and the Keys, you can find crocodiles. Now the third enclosure, 2 more saltwater crocodiles. We got Phoebe up on the bank, and her much larger boyfriend Dundee down in the water. Dundee is 14 feet long, the largest crocodile we have here at Gatorland. Then again, the largest saltwater crocodile was 23 feet, 3,000 pounds, so our boy Dundee can definitely still do some more growing yet. That crocodile's name was Lulong. He's still alive today, which means he is still growing. Alligators and crocodiles do grow up until the point that was about 30 to 40 feet long. His head was like 6 to 10 feet long, so you can only imagine how big the teeth must have been. Wouldn't you like to zip line over one of those things? Speaking of the zip line, though, you can zip line over the jungle croc area. This zip right here, you'd fly over some Nile crocodiles. The world's most deadly crocodile. They kill like 300 people per year.
It'd be cool if they had a man that looked just like that in the last
Deadly animal. And it's not the 2 miniature zebu cows over there on the right. Those are Mason and Dixon. But no, the United States' most deadly animal is somewhere else. There's about 13 of them in here, and they are white-tailed deer. That's right, Bambi is the United States' most deadly animal. Well, other than the mosquito. And not just from incidents on the highway, but you could be taking a hike through the woods.
See him big.
Join nature. All of a sudden, a deer will jump out and attack you. If you don't believe me, look up on YouTube. Look at these things on the left. These fuzzy, furry, killing machines. Oh dear is right. Now, on the other side of the deer and the other side of that fence is some natural Florida swampland. And I hope you took a walk down our mile-long swamp walk. Weaves its way all through there. Around the 200-year-old cypress trees. You often see some wildlife back in there for sure. See some songbirds. A couple different species of reptile. Last week I even saw a couple otters back in there. They're amazing. They're animals like no other.
Is there a crocodile right there? Oh, that's a phony one.
Now off on the right there you see a cool view of that Brittany Marsh. Those cables up in the sky. Those are zipline cables. Look at that guy. He just flew over 150 alligators. That is our longest zip right there. It's about 800 feet long. You're like 5 stories up in the air. But as we exit the piney woods here, next we will have the Australian emu on the left, the second largest bird species on the planet. Now these birds are also kind of modern day dinosaurs. They are direct descendants of the mighty velociraptor. Now despite that those little wings mean that they are flightless, they are still pretty quick. Those emus can run about 30 miles per hour. They also have great stamina as well. What's up, man? That's Nick, our zipline guide. The number on the back of his helmet, that's how many people he's lost this week. 7. It's one of the top 10 zip lines in the world, and it's cheaper than the parking at Disney.
Look at the goats.
Yeah.
Now just past the zipline depot, we have what we call the Alligator and Crocodile Nutritional Research Facility, aka the petting zoo. No animal park is complete without a petting zoo, especially Gatorland. How are we supposed to feed all our alligators without the petting zoo? Of course I'm kidding. That is because we are Central Florida's largest wading bird rookery. A couple different bird species out there at the moment right now. You even look closely, you can see baby birds in some of the nests. Now we have trained those alligators out there to kind of work as lifeguards. If a baby bird falls out of the nest and lands in the water, an alligator will quickly swim over and save the bird from drowning. He just picks him up in his mouth, and he puts him back in the nest. Nice and gentle. But also, living out in the pretty marsh, you might find Buddy. Buddy is Gatorland's largest animal. That bad boy was found in the state of Louisiana. But it's very likely we have a gator that size here in the state of Florida, where we have about 2 million of them here. As we come around this high-speed corner, one last animal for you. Little African spur-thigh tortoise. He's actually the 3rd largest tortoise species on the planet. And he can actually live to be about 150 years old. And, oh my goodness, we found him walking in here. The Florida skunk ape. It only kind of smells like one.